Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Blind Wolf Gaming. Mr. Than, aka the Blind Wolf, I want to welcome you to the vlog today, and I want to talk about 5 things that you really shouldn't do when you first are diagnosed with MS or multiple sclerosis. Um, Now, tell you a little bit about myself. I am a person that was diagnosed in 2007 with relapsing remitting MS, and that I'm visually impaired. I've lost a lot of my sight. Later on, if you guys would like to know a little bit more about that, I can make a video on it. So, in the but anyway, like I said, 5 things that you really shouldn't do. Number 5, do not go after you get diagnosed with MS. Do not go to WebMD unless you want the crap scared out of you. And this is, I went to MS. I went to WebMD, typed up relapsing remitting MS, and got the crap scared out of me. I was writing down notes to ask the doctor, and when I got to the doctor's office, I'm like, okay, what about this? 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 And he's like, with my neurologist. But speaking of MS, one of the things that you should do um, is number 4, and that is find something that mentally stimulates you. For me, I do MMOs. I play World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I tank in these. For those of you who don't know what tanking um, is basically what tanking is taking all the heat, all the hate, all the I basically go and say, hey, you hit like a little girl type of thing. And they all come after me as the damaged people go and beat up on the boss. Okay. I like doing that. To me, it's very stimulating. Every day when I'm tanking, it's a different scenario. I'm learning different things, and that's what you need to do. Is you need to understand. Okay, um, learn something every day that's going to help you. Um, I'm I'm not in stage. I'm As you guys can tell, I'm not in a wheelchair. My communications are okay. I'm not completely blind. Because what had happened with me is I've constantly made my brain go and say, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I want to learn these different things. One of the reasons I got into streaming and um, this type of stuff is because I wanted to learn how to edit, how to talk to people when talk to people on chats and things like that, and have a good time. And that's what you want to do. If you don't want to stream or anything like that, don't do that. But find something that you can look at your MS and go, you're not going to beat me today. Tomorrow you may beat me, but today you're not going to beat me. And learn something new. Learn it. Number 3, something you should not do when you are in the doctor's office and he says, okay, we need to do a spinal tap on you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done this, have to do this yet, spoiler warning, a spinal tap's coming. This is the only way that they can actually tell that you do have um, MS. They have to get some spinal fluid. It isn't comfortable. Um, yeah, it hurts. I still remember it, and it's been 13 years. I still don't want another one. But if the doctor says, "Oh, we're gonna need another one," okay, but I'm gonna fight you on this, and I'm not gonna like it. Um, one of the things that you should not do is when the doctor goes and does the spinal tap and lays you back so you can rest, um, and he asks you, "Would you like he or she?" My doctor's the he. Dr. Shibata asked me, "Would you like to see your spinal fluid?" Yeah. He goes and shows it to me. I'm a funny person. I have no filter on my mouth. I'll say just about anything. And I looked at the spinal fluid and I was like, "Wow, that's cool." I said, "But I was kind of looking at wondering, thinking that it was going to be brown, because of all the coffee that I drink. I mean, my friends think that most of my blood is made out of coffee." The doctor didn't think it was funny. He just looked at me and said, "That's not funny, and we will not speak of this again. Do you understand?" "Yes, sir. No problem." That's number three. Number two, do not change everything that you're doing all at once. Get yourself some exercise, of course, exercise. Start eating better, that type of thing. But you need to stay in contact with your doctor, or your the nurse that is with your doctor, that you can go and say, "Hey, can I do this? What do I need to do this?" Because basically, what you're going to find is sometimes you're going to get tired, and you're going to tire yourself out. Take a nap. Um, but don't go and walk 5 miles, uh be, when you haven't walked 5 miles ever. A block at a time, a little bit at a time. um do On your diet, again, make sure that you talk to your doctor, your neurologist, and your regular doctor about what needs to happen. Always, 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 always take your medication. I myself am on Beta Ceron B. I have a happy pillow I take every day, and vitamin D. The vitamin D is to help out with the bones and also help with stemming back the MS, um, and that type of thing. So you need a really good positive outlook on things. You need to, you know, some days you're going to be like, "Okay, I'm good." Some days you're going to be like, "I feel like crap." It's okay. If you need to go and have a day that, you need to have a day of, you're going to stay in bed and watch, TV. Stay in bed and watch TV. Get up tomorrow, take a walk around the block. Do whatever needs to be done, but don't always sit in that bed. Number one of things you really shouldn't do. Now I gotta look around, make sure that Marie isn't around, because I don't want to get smacked for this. Number one, gotta tell you guys a story. I think you guys will really like this story. Um, when I was diagnosed, right before I was diagnosed, uh, Marie was just getting off of the chemo and radiation, all that type of stuff for lung cancer and breast cancer. And she was finally going back to work. Everything was great. And she comes home and says, "Okay, so how'd everything go um, with the doctor's appointment?" I said, "Well, honey, I got good news and I got bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?" She looked at me and she goes, "I'm sick and tired of hearing bad news because, well, that year was, and the year before was, the only thing really good that happened that year before was I graded, I no, I was about to graduate um, college, and I was on my last leg of my schooling in college. Um, my father had passed away right before Nam or Marie's surgery happened for his, for lung surgery, and then all kinds of other different stuff had happened. Um, so she went and said to me, "Give me the good news first." I said, "Well," I said, "good news is I don't have brain cancer. Bad news is I have relapsing remitting and I'm going blind." And Marie just looked at me with shock stun and went, "What?" I said, "Good news is I don't have brain cancer," because the week, a couple of weeks before, I had to go in and get a MRI. The MRI takes anywhere between half an hour to 45 minutes. Well, the tech, and something, if you've never been through this, tech's not allowed to tell you anything. They see things, but they are not allowed to tell you what they see because they're not a doctor. They can be sued, and the hospital can be sued. Um, so they have to call to the doctor, and the doctor goes and says, "Okay, this is what's up." Well, the tech in the MRI saw what was going on in my frontal lobe, freaked out, called the neurology department, and I got to sit in a tube for almost 3 hours. Um, it sucked. Um, and but and that whole entire time, I'm like, this is bad. This is really bad. I mean, if they're doing a scan of my whole body, and you know, it was just supposed to be about my eyes, and now they're doing all these different, MRIs and filling my. They put dye in my arm and different things like that, and I'm like, this is really bad. And the tech could not tell me anything. I'm like, please tell me. No, can't tell you. It's against hospital policy. Okay, fine. So anyway, for a week, almost 2 weeks, I was walking around thinking that I may have brain cancer, and I didn't know how I was, if that was what was going on. I didn't know how I was going to tell Marie. And when the doctor had said, "You have relapsing remitting MS and you're going blind," I looked at him and went, "So 3 hours in a tube?" He's like, "Well, the reason why the tech freaked out is because you have 3 to 5 millimeter lesions on your frontal lobe that are too many to count." And it freaked him out. Okay, no problem. I guess if I saw that many lesions on somebody's brain, I'd be freaked out too. But anyway, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, those are the 5 things that you should and should not do in when you're first being diagnosed in having MS. Because the thing is sometimes it can be funny. Some people aren't going to really think it's funny. Your wife or partner if you go and say, well, I have good news and I have bad news, and you go, I don't have bone cancer, but I have MS, she might gip slap you with a baseball bat. And she still to this day, after 13 years, does not laugh about that. So, but anyway, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this five thing, and I hope you guys had a great time. Also, if you have seen this the whole way to the end, please make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell to let you know when I go upload a new video. And if you like the video, hit a like. If you didn't like the video, hit it down. And if you want to, put something in the comments, please put something in the comments. But please, ladies and gentlemen, be nice. Okay? You gotta fried your ego here. I mean, come on. But no, I'm only kidding. It's write what you want. But anyway, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much for watching this. Hope you all had a great day. And remember, I may be blind, but sometimes you sighted people, I see more than you do. Have a good day, and be good to each other.